Hey everybody, this is Trisha of TrishaDyka.com, and today I wanted to chat with you about how to handle mean, nasty asshats. All right, so we all have somebody that we have to work with, or that we have to interact with, or we've had to in the past, and they're just nasty. There's like no reason for it, but they're just nasty. They try to demean, they try to step on you, they try to really squash your confidence, or just damage your self-esteem in some way. And if they're in your family, I would suggest not spending a whole lot of time with those types of people. Absolutely not at all. However, if it's somebody that, let's say you have a job and you have to work with them, I have a great example for that. And I have some tools, techniques, and ideas of things that you can do on top of this. So there was somebody that I was working with, and this individual literally flips emotions at the top of a hat. They flip this coin, and it's like they're happy, they're sad, they're nasty. They're not sad. They're actually just happy, they're nasty, they're ready to rip into you. They're ready to... It's just amazing how quick they change their moods. So this particular day, when I was walking in there, I was actually dreading walking in there. And that's a number one no-no. Don't dread going to talk to anybody at all. Okay, but I'm going to share my experience and what I did, and the immediate shift in me had an immediate shift in this individual. So I went in there and I actually felt my shoulders like scrunch forward. I was physically feeling this, right? And not only was I physically like doing this, I was like drawing in my energy. Like, you know, it was like I at first did not recognize what I was doing. And then as I was standing there having a conversation, I just said, holy shit, I am so tense. I am so like stressed, and I'm tense, and I'm expecting the worst. I immediately stood up, right? My shoulders went back, my head went up, and I kind of imagined like a sword or something that cut all cords from me to him. Just cut him immediately. Because I was like, I am not doing this to myself. I expected the worst, and I was getting the worst. But I also saw that like our energy started intermingling. And I was like, oh, hell no. I wasn't taking on any of his bullshit. So I immediately cut it. I stood up, and I pulled back my energy. And by doing that, I just imagined, because I felt like our fields were kind of going like this. So once you cut the cords, right, you can start pulling back your energy. And I basically said to the universe, you know, please help me to clear this, because I'm not going to tolerate this. In my head, like I had this quick conversation, and immediately you feel a shift. Immediately feel a shift. So I know that Laura said she's going on a retreat, and somebody there is just a real nasty individual, and they like to put people down. And I find it amazing that someone's going on a retreat and has that kind of mindset and attitude. So definitely cut cords, you know. But the other thing, and it's something that I have done as well, is a creative, sorry guys, visualization. Meaning, I almost create the interaction myself already with the expectation of how that interaction is going to go over. That has worked for me tremendously. So if you have something difficult coming up, or you're dealing with somebody difficult, whether it's in your business, it's in your job, it's in your family, and again, you guys know my feelings on dealing with family and friends who are that difficult, pull back as much as you possibly can that you're comfortable, because they will suck the life out of you. And they'll just assume that they can continue to behave that way. But that's like a boundary issue for another conversation. But in this one, for those people you have to deal with. Now, like, for example, let's say you have a client who you took on, who you thought was this great client, and you found out was draining you, sucking your energy. Nothing was right for them, and they kept changing their attitudes and their emotions with the flip of a coin. Well, you also realize that you don't have to put up with that. You can say no, and you can also fire your client, okay? Just keep that in the back of your head. If you think that you are desperate for clients or something like that, that's the energy you're going to pull in. So sometimes opening up that energy is firing that person, okay? And I've done a lot of creative visualization when I have to deal with a difficult person in a difficult situation. And the outcomes I want to have. Like, so if you're going into a meeting tomorrow and you already know what you're dealing with, I want you to think to yourself, what is the best possible outcome you can have from this? And I want you to say, all right, like, I need to accomplish A, B, C, and D. And to accomplish these things, how can I do that? And I want you to kind of create in your mind a way that you can do that. If you're unable to think about that, ask for help. Like, put out to somebody, like, how can I get this handled in a way that's going to work for everybody? And anytime I go into a meeting or go into something where I am, dealing with somebody who might be a little bit on the difficult side, I always ask the universe for what's highest and best for everybody involved. And sometimes that means total disconnect. You don't even need to be dealing with them, which is okay, because if a door closes, another one's opening, a window's opening. So instead of us focusing on that door closing or focusing on what we just lost, start focusing on the opportunities that are now going to come to you, the possibilities that are out there. All right? Like, society always has us on that glass half empty negative side. If you could start changing that, and that's a habit that needs to be changed, if you could start changing that, then you can refocus your attention. But as far as Laura goes, Laura, if you can, I want you to, what is your expectation of this retreat? What are you hoping, Jesus Louise, hoping to accomplish? So if this is about a business, like if you're going to go there, retreat on a business, like, what are the key points you need addressed in your business? Again, I don't know what kind of retreat it is. If it's a personal retreat, what can you do to grow and evolve? And if it's something, that's a community thing, again, what do you want from this? So this is we want to always kind of look at the end in place. So let's say you're going on a business retreat and you want to grow your business and you want to attract clients and you want to create a new program or put new policies and procedures in place. So you're going to go there and you're going to do a creative visualization on these things that you want. You don't know the how, but this is the end result you want. And then you're going to imagine that everybody there is there to help one another and help each other. And if this interaction with this individual, then just say to the universe, somehow keep that individual over there so we have very, very minimal contact, very minimal interaction. So I want you to be clear on what it is that you want from where you're going. And the same thing is if you're working and you're going into a meeting with somebody, what is that end goal? What is that end thing that you want? What do you want to accomplish? It was interesting. I really do love Mel Robbins, and I know I've talked about her to you guys before. If you catch yourself in any of these instances where you are shrinking in or where you are hiding yourself and not putting your best foot forward because you are concerned about somebody else or you're afraid of something happening and that fear is taking control, that monkey mind chatter is going, what you can do is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, focus on the end result. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what are you looking to accomplish? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, my end result is this amazing picture that I have. Okay? So think about it that way as well. If you have any questions, you have any thoughts, please post them below. Let me know what you think. And I hope the rest of you guys enjoy your Saturdays. Enjoy your Saturday. Have a great one, guys.